I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just sitting back watching this whole Corona thing, and the rhetoric is starting to really heat up between the United States and China. Right? I've never seen it be this way, man. It seems like we're heading. Do you think we're heading toward that kinetic war event or something else? Is it going to be a monetary war? What it's happening? I see. It's like a slow train crash, right?
Hmm.
What do you think is going to happen between the United States and China? I think personally it's a good thing that we're starting to kind of push back, and other countries are as well. So, what from a geopolitical standpoint, what is going on with China and the United States, and basically China versus the world now?
Yeah. Well, let me. So I understand the how this is being framed here. So the current thinking, as I understand it, coming out of the Trump administration, is that China and the coronavirus, which allegedly began in Wuhan, this information was not communicated or wasn't, distributed in a way that caused some damage. And so Trump, if I understand what he's saying, is saying, we want to be compensated for that, or there needs to be a price to be paid for that. Is that kind of the frame that we're talking about?
Yeah, I mean that's maybe not for Trump, but there are certain states in the United States that's looking to sue. I think there are some lawsuits out of Florida. There's some in some other states. Yeah.
Well. First of all, before we sue China for reparations, I'd rather see the black community get reparations in America first for slavery. And let's do that one first, and then we'll visit the China one later. But having said that, here's my comment on this. All right, we are Americans, right? Mm-hmm. And every year we pay something called tax to the IRS, and we pay trillions of dollars in taxes. And last year and every year for going back many years, half of those taxes go to the Pentagon, and all the intelligence services, which include the CIA, the NSA, FBI, et cetera, police. And so the fact is, where was the CIA in all of this? In other words, we pay them to spy on China.
Exactly. I don't
understand. And we pay them to control the world. We pay them to overthrow governments, as they do frequently. We pay them to start wars. We pay them to do dirty wars. We pay them to send in hit teams and hit squads. And that's what we pay for. That's what I'm paying my money for, to do your job as a spy, right?
Yeah, we pay all these billions, and when we need them the most.
Right. So now in January, when the coronavirus hit, and all that information, you can find it easily on YouTube of people in China dropping dead.
Exactly. I was talking about this in January, Matt.
Approximation, right?
Yeah.
Right. So, all that information was out there, and that time to address this pandemic was at that time. And countries that acted quickly, they're in a much different place than the U.S., which acted very slowly. So I think that's the bigger issue. So I think by saying, hey, we're going to go sue China, that's like, look in the mirror, dude. How come our own intelligence agencies left us, out to dry? How come it's like the Katrina disaster all over again? Everyone's holed up in their house and starving to death potentially, and where the government's out there trading stock tips, jerking off to porn on the internet, doing everything that we know that they do, right? That's the problem. The problem is we don't have, we're wasting money on these fools. So we should go on a tax strike. If in fact people are going to sue China, they should. It would be much more effective to simply they just not stop paying taxes immediately. If every American today said, "Fuck you, fuck taxes," and we had solidarity like the founding fathers did against the English during the Boston Tea Party, which was a tax revolt, we'd be getting somewhere. But no, they like to play us for jackasses and bandy about the racism thing. You know,
Yeah,
it's going to
and
be China's less than human. China's, you know, it's all that racism. They did it during the Russiagate hoax. You know, it turned out that was a giant hoax.
Yeah.
The Russiagate hoax. That was all put out by cable news as race baiting nonsense, right? And now they're doing it with
Xenophobia,
China.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah, no,
these
agree.
people got to be out of office. You know, the only way to do it is with Bitcoin.
If you want to see more videos and interviews like this from influential people in tech, finance, and sports, subscribe to the channel and make sure you hit the bell to be alerted. And go a step further and join the YouTube and membership area for early releases of videos like this. I'm out of here. Ha!